Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're tackling one of those super frustrating, maddeningly simple problems in Windows. You know the one. You go to drag a file and just nothing happens. Well, we're going to fix that.
Yeah, that right there. Click, hold, drag, and zip. If that's your life right now, you've come to the right place. And hey, don't worry, this is almost always fixable. And we're going to walk through it together, step by step, from the really easy stuff to the more advanced solutions.
So here's our game plan. We'll start by properly identifying the problem, then hit some quick software resets, move on to system and hardware checks, dig into some advanced repairs, and finally, cover the last resort options. We're going to start simple and work our way up. Let's get right into it. All right, first up, the drag and drop problem. Let's just make sure we're all on the same page about what's actually happening here. So drag and drop failure, it's when that core Windows move, selecting something, moving it, and letting go, just stops working. It might be on your desktop, in File Explorer, or maybe just in one or two apps. You know, this is such a basic part of how we use our computers, and when it breaks, it's a huge pain. The cause could be anything, really, from a tiny software hiccup that's easy to fix to something a little deeper, like a corrupted system file. Okay, let's dive into the fixes. We're starting with the quick software resets. These are the easiest first steps, and honestly, there's a really good chance that one of these next few tricks is all you're going to need. All right, the very first thing you should try, and this is so simple it might just work, is to force Windows to cancel a stuck drag action. So go ahead and do this with me. Left-click a file and hold it, just like you're about to drag it. Now, while you're still holding that button down, just tap the Escape key. Then let go of the mouse. A lot of the time, that's enough to reset the whole thing. Okay, so if the Escape key trick didn't work, no problem. Let's move on to step 2, restarting the engine that actually runs your desktop and files. It's called Windows Explorer. So just right-click your Start button and open up the Task Manager. Find Windows Explorer in the list of processes, click on it, and then hit that Restart button. Your taskbar and desktop icons will probably vanish for a second and then pop right back. Seriously, this little restart fixes so many weird glitches. And of course, we've got the two classics. You've probably already thought of these, but they're classics for a reason. First, if this is only happening in, say, Photoshop or your web browser, just close that one program completely, all the way out, and open it again. But if the problem is everywhere, well, you know what's next. The good old-fashioned reboot. A full restart really does clear out all the junk and fix a surprising amount of weirdness. All right, if those quick fixes didn't get it done, don't sweat it. It just means we need to look a little deeper. So for this next section, we're going to check for issues with your system software and maybe even your mouse itself. Okay, this one is huge. An outdated system can cause all kinds of bizarre problems, including this one. So it is absolutely crucial to make sure you're up to date. Just right-click the Start button, go to Settings, then Windows Update, and hit that Check for Updates button. Let it do its thing and install anything it finds. But wait, here's a pro tip for you. Don't just stop there. After the main check is done, look for Advanced Options and then Optional Updates. This is like a hidden little treasure chest. So many times, the exact driver update you need for your mouse or touchpad is hiding in here. Seriously, check this section out.
Next up, let's look at the driver itself. A corrupted driver is a super common reason for this problem, and the fix sounds a little scary, but trust me, it's easy. Just open up your device manager, find your mouse under Mice and Other Pointing Devices, right-click it, and choose Uninstall Device. Now don't panic, just restart your PC. When it boots back up, Windows is smart enough to see the mouse is there and will automatically grab and install a fresh new driver for it.
Okay, let's also rule out the mouse itself, both the hardware and its special software. First, a simple physical test. Try pressing the left mouse button a little harder than you normally would when you drag. If it suddenly works, well, that might mean the button itself is just getting worn out. And on the software side, if you use special software for your mouse, like Logi Options Plus or Razer Synapse, open it up and make sure that software is fully updated too. Did you know Windows has a built-in but kind of hidden hardware troubleshooter? It's pretty powerful. Here's how to run it. Press the Windows key and the R key together to bring up the Run box. Then just type in that command you see on the screen, msdt.exe/id device diagnostic. Hit Enter, and Windows will start scanning your hardware and will try to fix any problems it finds automatically. All right, deep breath. If you're still with me and it's still broken, it means we're dealing with a more stubborn problem. It's time to roll up our sleeves for some advanced system repairs. Now don't worry, these might sound complicated, but they're really just about following the steps carefully. Okay, this next one involves the Windows registry, which sounds intimidating, I know.
Just think of the registry as the central nervous system of Windows. Sometimes a poorly behaved program can mess up a setting in there. We're going to check a setting that tells Windows how many pixels you have to move your mouse before it considers it a drag. So open your Start menu, type regedit to open the registry editor, and carefully navigate to this path: HKKey current user, control panel, desktop.
Once you're there, on the right-hand side, you're looking for two specific values: drag height and drag width. Just double-click on each one and make sure its value is set to 4. That's the default. If you see some other number, change it to 4, click OK, and then you'll need to restart your computer for the change to take effect.
Next up, we're going to get Windows to check itself for any damage. We're going to use a tool called the System File Checker. First, you need to open either Command Prompt or PowerShell with administrator rights, so right-click it and choose Run as Administrator. Then, just type in this command, sfc/scan now, and hit Enter. This will start a scan that looks for any core Windows files that are corrupted or missing and tries to replace them. Now, once that first scan finishes, we're going to run a second, even deeper repair tool right in the same window. This one is called dism. The command is dism.exe/online/cleanupimage/restore health. Here's the best way to think about it. If the first scan, SFC, is the mechanic fixing your car, then dism is the tool that fixes the mechanic's tools. It repairs the underlying system image that SFC uses to make its repairs. It's a really good one-two punch.
We've also got to rule out a couple of outside troublemakers. First, malware. Some malicious software can absolutely hijack basic system functions like this, so running a full scan with a good tool like Malwarebytes is a must. The other possibility is a software conflict. You can track this down by doing what's called a clean boot, which basically lets you start Windows with only the essential Microsoft services running. If drag and drop works then, you know some other program is causing the problem.
Okay, we have tried a lot of things. If you've gone through all those steps and it's still not working, we've arrived at the final options. Let's cover what to do when all else has failed. Before we hit the nuclear option though, let's just pause on this thought for a second. Fortune favors who value time over money. It's a great reminder that by doing all of this yourself, you're not just fixing a bug, you're learning how your own computer works and you're empowering yourself. You're saving the time and frustration of having to get someone else to do it.
So, here we are, the last resort. If absolutely none of those targeted fixes have worked, it strongly suggests the problem isn't just one little setting or file, but something much deeper in the operating system. And at this point, the only truly effective solution left is a factory reset of Windows. It's the big one, but it gives you a completely clean slate. Look at what you just did. You went through a full-on troubleshooting guide from a simple key press all the way to advanced system commands. You proved you can dig in, take control, and solve these tricky tech problems yourself. So the only real question left is, what are you going to conquer next?